I'm going to show you a system that creates human-like blog posts written with AI. It's 95% autonomous, and it even takes real screenshots from the websites directly for you. This lets you produce hundreds of pieces of content every single week without putting in all that work. I'll show you how I use Airtable and source URLs to generate high-quality, SEO-friendly articles with AI. Okay, so in my previous video, I created an article like this and I used a workflow just like this in NaN. What I've done today is I have gone ahead and upgraded this workflow, and I'm not using NaN, I'm not using a no-code tool, but I'm achieving a higher quality article. It's doing all this for me, so you don't have to do all that technical setup, you don't have to connect the nodes, you don't have to, figure this all out, you don't have to make a tiny change and it breaks the entire thing. This is all built using an agent workflow, agentic workflow. I use Visual Studio Code to create it. Most people create content in one of two ways. They either prompt ChatGPT back and forth until something usable comes out, or they build workflows and spend most of their time figuring out how everything connects together. The problem isn't AI, it's how much thinking and manual effort is still required every single time, even though you're using AI, but you're just going back and forth till you get your finished product. And I'm trying to eliminate that back and forth, basically. So what I'm going to do is let's fill this out and show you how this works and how this produces content. So this is the Airtable base on the left. This is just some demo content I've got in a Word document. I'm just going to copy and paste this over, just like so, just so you can see. So what I've done is I want to create listicles. So I built the workflow, and I want the workflow to take a screenshot of every URL that I provide it, and then I want it to have each tool, each link, and then each screenshot of each URL. Just a listicle. They're very common. This is an example of one you can see here. So I use this as a kind of a research tool or a source, but this one's very basic. But let's just to keep it simple, I'm just going to copy this URL. It's in here. So we're going to add that to Airtable. Primary URL, that's the source URL. The title for this was 5 AI tools to use for your business. Of course, this can be whatever you want it to be. So the supporting URLs are basically the URLs that I want to give it to screenshot each one and then produce an article from those screenshots. Yeah. And then persona. So the persona is who it's for, entrepreneurs. Obviously, this is going to be different. Target keywords. I wanted to make this SEO friendly, so the keywords that I'm trying to target are AI tools for business. Okay, throw them in. Tone, just the tone of the writing, so casual and professional. Of course, you can change this to fit whatever you need. Call to action. I'm just going to put learn more. Content brief, this is very important. This is just kind of context for the AI. So in this case, it says this is an SEO article for our blog promoting 5 AI tools that will change your business. I want details on pricing, how good they are, use cases, and a link to each. So obviously, whatever you're doing here, say you're reviewing tools or reviewing software or whatever, you can give it the context. So it's not. The instructions are already laid out in the system that we built, but this is just if you want to add specific. So it's almost like the prompt, but context for the prompt, if that makes sense. And then we're gonna hit trigger generate here, and then the content type. So I've got different content types. So this workflow does produce each level of content. It does a standard article, does a listicle, does SOPs if you're a company, does a checklist, does comparison tools. Just to keep it simple, we're going to do listicle, but this workflow does support all of these. And then we're going to do status, has to be ready. And then this is the info. These are the fields that AI is going to fill. It's going to give references, going to give final HTML. It's going to attach the assets that it takes screenshots of, and then it's going to add the WordPress post ID once it is posted. Okay, and then logs for error logging. Okay, so that's all ready to go. That's all you need, and you can imagine if that's all you need, You can add 5, 10 of these and let this AI do its thing. So all we do to get this to work, now it's already ready to go. So let me just close this. And let's just say, run this workflow. And yeah, you know what? I think we could just say run this workflow. Okay, thinking, it does its thing. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Now, just for information on your side, like this is on my local machine, but you can use webhooks to call this, and you can put it on the cloud, all that stuff. Just to keep it simple, I've got everything running in my local machine. You can build these and have them on your on your local machine. You don't need to host them because you're going to have to pay to do that. For the most part, you might have 5 different workflows all in different folders, and then you just run the prompts here in AI. It's going to run it. As you can see, it's turned off the trigger here, so that means that it's gonna run this. Basically, it turns off the trigger, it's ready. But once it's finished, it's going to upload the content here, and it's even going to, once it is finished, it's going to give me a link here. Confirm, job is complete, updated. If you want, I can pull the WordPress post ID, permalink, or final HTML. No, we don't need to do that. So let's go open up WordPress. And as you can see, I have created a bunch of these already, just as tests. But here's the most recent one. I have gave it new URLs this time. So there is going to be, I'm looking at this first time just like you. So here you go. Look. 5 AI tools to use for your business, and then you can see it's wrote it out. If you're an entrepreneur, you don't need another shiny object. You need AI tools that save time, make money, and don't break your brain or your budget. That's why simple numbered breakdown works so well here. You can quickly see what each tool does, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to obviously read it all, but it's got 5 tools for your business. It's got the names. It scraped the URLs. It's gave it some points from the content brief that I gave it. It's took a screenshot here. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to manually edit anything. It's gave it a link. This is a hyperlink. Obviously, you can change your WordPress formatting so it looks better. Make these links blue. Make these images have borders. I don't know. You can remove stuff like this. You can just tell the prompt, I want to remove the links like this so they don't show. And then it's got instantly here. Gave you some information. And it's even took a screenshot. Same thing. Appify. AI agents, web scraping, done that. Now see, it's kind of getting too bullet pointy, so I would change the prompt or change it myself so it's not got so many bullet points. That's easy fix. Took another screenshot here. Airtable did the same thing. So I think there's too many bullet points, so I would probably say limit to 3 or 6 bullet points. Like, this is crazy. Well, we don't need 2 bullet points, but that's part of the AI workflow. Like, you've already done 90% of the work here, so you just got to make your edits, which you can expect when you're producing any content. You can't just rely on AI, because then you are going to get into AI slop. Obviously, look, the screenshot here, so you might want to retake this screenshot, but it's done it for the most part. Surfer SEO, it's done here. Again, don't like all the bullet points. We can fix that, but it's took a screenshot. So there you go. So you've got an article, and if you actually look at what's the original article here. So this one, we don't even know if this was made in AI or not. But if you compare this article to this one, they've got the featured image. You can do that yourself. Pretty generic featured image. They've got like a little intro, and then obviously they've edited it. But look at this. This is a basic article. That's it, done. So I mean, it's actually realistically, it has done its job because it's copied this structure, but it's made this article better. So for any business owners, busy business owners, solopreneurs, this is the wrong one. And you're trying to produce content at scale. This is going to be a great system for you. If you want to learn more about this, join my school community. Right now, there is nothing as far as content for this in my community. I'm going to be adding that. I will be discussing how we build these workflows, but this is a workflow built in IDE. You can do other stuff than just produce blog posts. You can do lead scraping. You can do proposal generation. You can do follow-up systems. There's many workflows that you can build. If you're interested in me building out some of these workflows for you, click my my other link, my automation link, and we can jump on a call and I can show you how to build these kind of systems. Planning on doing 5 content types for this, so five content families. So right now we just done the first one, which is family 1, long form knowledge content, and you can see this automation creates blog posts, creates SOPs, creates documentation, does tutorials, playbooks, guides. You can see here the content type. You choose that, and it will change the output based on what you choose here. So the next videos too will be, let's just ignore this. So I'm going to do another automation that does family 2, short form social posts. And then I'm going to do family 3, long form video content, so we can have scripts for YouTube, outlines, and then family 4, family 5, and so on and so forth. Obviously, it'll make it better. You can connect NAN to this, but I'm not doing that right now. I just think NAN, I like NAN, and there's a lot of value in it, and there is tons of templates, but it's a pain. Well, like if I change one thing here and it makes a mistake, then my whole workflow is broken. And if you're a business owner, you can't spend your time tinkering with these workflows. They're good for triggering and connecting them together, but there's a lot of man hours that goes into handling the errors and getting these ready. This is just much faster. It's better, and you can just prompt it. So the only thing you need is really just the structure. And yeah, so hope you like this tool. Leave a comment below. Join my community if you want to learn more about these kind of workflows. This is the final product. 5 AI tools to use for your business. I wanted to create a listicle for this this example. It's it's done an introduction. It's told you what it's going to cover. I gave it specific instructions on what I want it to do. I've mentioned what it is. Use cases, I've actually mentioned that. There are a few formatting issues that I don't like, but you can see here it took the screenshot itself. It's hyperlinked here itself. It's got the tools. I gave it the tools, but it's gave me the information. It's not written like it was just AI. It's took another screenshot here, linked here. Again, done the same thing. I don't like the double bullet points. Another screenshot. So as you can see, a high quality SEO article created in less than 30 seconds.